The road leading to Omugo refugee camp is extremely bumpy. The seasonal rains have breathed life into the tobacco and maize fields, but have made it nearly impassable. At the Omugo Refugee Reception Center, these refugees only crossed into Uganda recently. Many fled with just mattresses and a few belongings. War doesn't give you a chance to carry much. Tired, hungry, and the terror of war evident in their eyes, they will be moved to a newly created part of the settlement to begin life as refugees. One of them is 15-year-old Stella Stima. In mid-April, she led her 9-year-old sister, Margaret, from South Sudan to Uganda after losing both their parents to fighting. The white tags on their hands are issued by the UN Refugee Agency and Government of Uganda to identify them as orphaned refugees. When my father joined the SPLM-IO, government soldiers came and killed her mother, she says. When my father took a break from the fighting to come see us, the soldiers killed him too, she tells me. There's not enough time to listen to all the harrowing tales of war here. The conflict has especially hit children hard. 3-year-old Junior Loro has been moody since fleeing with his grandfather to Uganda. He's hungry and epileptic. When fighting got so close to their home in central Equatorial State, Mzee Egre Amole fled with Junior, leaving his mentally ill mother behind. She had wandered into a war zone. There's little hope she survived. The South Sudan conflict has hit women and children the most. Experts say thousands, probably tens of thousands of orphans and widows have been created as a result of the war. Some girls and women have been the victims of rape as a weapon of war. For the children that have stayed back in South Sudan, they face the dangerous prospect of being enlisted as child soldiers, while for those that have crossed into Uganda, they face the burden of balancing childhood and being their own parents.
Do you know why your leaders are fighting?
I don't know.
And then Omega Diamond struggles to explain what the war in his country is all about. Like Diamond, civilians in South Sudan don't understand why their country is at war. They just know they have to run.
Who's on site? The post of the president.
Because of the president?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the president?
Now they are fighting.
Diamond fled to Uganda after being shown the graves of his father and 3 brothers on his return from school in Yei River State. He's shattered. As for Sarah and Margaret, they will now get a tent, food rations and a blanket to start a home where Sarah will become her sister's parents. Margaret hopes to return to school once they settle down. With this trip, Margaret and her sister have waved bye to not just innocence, but also security and protection their parents and nation could have given them.